I'm starting to think Justice League Unlimited should have been changed to Superman versus the Justice League, because it seems like every superhero on the show keeps trying him, and Captain Atom is the latest victim on the list. This fight was just like his last fight with Captain Marvel, centered around Lex Luthor. But the difference between Captain Atom and Shazam is that they started off much better. At least with Superman and Captain Atom, they look like they could be on the cover of a Lethal Weapon movie, whereas Shazam and Superman look like the cover of Civil War. So in order to find out how this fight even started, we have to go back a few episodes. The Question finds some dirt on Cadmus and sees a video of Superman unaliving Lex Luthor in an alternate universe. And the Question is doing everything in his power to stop that from happening. So he gets the bright idea to do it himself. But Lex has been hitting the gym and captures him with ease. Cadmus forced Question to listen to Peanuts to an Elephant for a week straight, and I feel sorry for him. Huntress finds out the Question has been missing for a week and asks Superman for help. But Superman was like, "We've been keeping eyes on Cadmus for weeks, so we know exactly where he is." They infiltrate the Cadmus base and find Question. They free him, and that's when Captain Atom shows up. Superman tells them to cover their flank, but this man has other plans. He tells them, "Look, I'm back in the military now, so you're not going anywhere with Question." Superman was like,
"Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face."
But Captain Atom wasn't listening. Even Huntress was trying to warn him, "Hey, this is Big Ghost Superman we're talking about here. When he says something, you get the hell out of the way." But he wasn't listening. Superman walks up to him and he gets sent flying immediately.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
And I know what you're asking. How can a bootleg version of Captain Planet send Superman flying with ease? Well, I'm here to tell you how. Captain Atom controls radiation, and one of his radiations is the red sun, which is the sun that makes Kryptonians human. After getting punched by Captain Atom, Superman in his head was like, when will these people learn that just because they got a little advantage doesn't mean that they can stop me? Superman tells Huntress to get out of here because I'm about to beat the brakes off this nigga. Superman goes to work immediately, dodged Captain Atom's punch and proceeded to destroy this man's spine with multiple punches to his back and even hit him with a German suplex. Like off rip, if someone starts to fight off with a combo like that, then you know for a fact that they do not have time for you, but they are really pissed off and is looking for a reason to crash out. But the real motive is because he remembered back in episode 7 when Captain Atom gave Shazam a high five like they were buddy-buddy. So any ties left to Captain Marvel were terminated in this episode. But Captain Atom is holding his own though. But I wouldn't give him too much props because my boy didn't have one scratch on him. Gave Clark a nasty 3-piece and thought the job was done. Superman was like, "Boy, who do you think I am? This is Superman you're dealing with. It takes more than a bus driver uppercut to stop me." They're actually going blow for blow, and I'm actually surprised that the Cadmus facility wasn't destroyed. They've been fighting for a good 3 minutes, and look at my boy. He doesn't have a scratch on him. Meanwhile, Captain Atom is looking like Martin after he fought Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Superman grabs a steel pipe and wraps Atom's arms, but that didn't stop him because as long as he's still conscious, he can still fight. Superman channeled his Sukuna and was like, "Stand proud, you're strong," and knocked his ass out with an uppercut. Beat him so bad that he stopped the Cadmus doctors from trying to help him. Superman said, "Y'all the reason he got his ass beat, so I'm taking him back to the Watchtower." And that concludes the fight between Superman and Captain Atom. I'll ultimately give him his props for putting up somewhat of a fight, but I think he had a much better fight in the Injustice comics because Captain Atom was beating Superman so bad that Superman had to blow him up. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.